Hello. Hi. What in the? We're gonna keep it. It's part of the look. I love my bunnies. I'm kidding, it was a joke. Okay, so, hi, it's Derek. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm in a gossipy mood, so, are you guys ready for some tea? Where do I start? I'm gonna take it back to kindergarten. Here's what happened. Let me set the scene for you. The class had 3 computers, right? And each kid got like a certain amount of time on the computers. So I was waiting in line for my turn, and then all of a sudden I have to go to the bathroom, but I don't want to get out of line because then I'm gonna have to go to the end of the line again. You know what I'm saying? And I had to pee so bad out of nowhere. So I'm just like, oh, I can hold it, it's fine. Yeah, I sat down at the computer and peed my pants. So then I remember I peed. I just sat there in my pee. This is so gross. I was in preschool, okay? But I peed my pants and then just sat there in my pee until my time was up. And when the teacher came over and she was like, okay, you have to get up. And I stood up and I was like, okay, but how did this get here? And I took the chair back a little and the pee fell on the floor and she was like, let's just say she was shook. That was a gross story, but it's tea, so all this tea, by the way, in this video is gonna be like really like dumb. You know, like I'm not gonna be mean to anybody. I'm not gonna like throw shade at them. Where should I go next? I should just jump right to middle school because we all know that's where stuff goes down. I don't even remember what I did in middle school. I think I like blocked it out. I like didn't want to remember. Oh my God. I just remembered. Okay. Okay. 6th grade, my first year in middle school. Okay, so here's what happened. Ooh, this is real tea. We had a substitute teacher for science, okay? And the teacher is taking attendance, and I'm talking to the person sitting next to me. Literally everybody in the class was talking and whispering to each other and stuff. And then the teacher comes up to me, and he was like, hey, you! Why are you talking to your attendance? He like yelled at me. Inside, I was like, but then on the outside, I was like, he was like, stop talking and wipe that smile off your face. And I was like, and then I just cried the whole science class. But everybody was talking, so I don't get why he just yelled at me and not everybody in the class. I just remembered. We're going back. We're taking it back. 4th grade. Oh, the tea is starting to roll. Wait, no. Yeah. 3rd grade. I was in 3rd grade. This story is about the nurse. So because of this nurse, she like scarred me from going to the nurse's office ever. I've gone in my school, we have 3 years in middle school, and I went maybe 3 times out of those 3 years to the nurse's office because I was like actually like puking. But like I'm in 10th grade and I have never gone to the nurse's office in high school. In 3rd grade, like it was like during math or something, I went down to the nurse's office because I felt like really sick, and I went down there and they're like, oh, what were you doing? And I was like, oh, I was in math. And then they were like, oh, okay. And then they just like let me lay down for a little bit and everything was fine, okay? And then the next day, I literally, it wasn't like a joke. I actually felt sick again the next day during math, and there was like 5 minutes left of math. So like it didn't really matter because I was through the whole math class. So then I went down to the nurse's office again, and there was the helper nurse there, and she was so nice, and she was like, oh, okay, just lay down. So then I went and laid down, and then the actual nurse comes in, and you know what this nurse says? She points to the door and says, "Get out." And I was like, okay. And then and then she tells me, "Oh, if you still feel sick during recess, you can come back." Like, I felt sick. And she's probably thinking I was just trying to get like out of math or something, but I was literally sick and she told me to get out. Oh. And then I was so upset about it. And I went home and told my mom, and then my mom called the school and told them about it. I got called down to the nurse's office the next day, and this and she was being so fake. She calls me down there and talks to me, and she's just like, "I'm so sorry about what happened yesterday. I don't think I said get out. I think I told you can come back during recess." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And I was like, "Okay." I was like, "No, you didn't. I know what you said, but I didn't say that." I was like, "Okay," because I was so shy. But that's the tea. I remember that event so clearly, and that was 7 years ago. It scarred me. That was major tea. All of these experiences are with school. Anyways, what else is there? Okay, I have 3 brothers, and my older brother plays football. My younger brothers play football too, but he was like in high school, so he played like football like all the time. He had to be at practices like every day. When I was little, I would complain about doing chores like so much. Like I was so annoying, I think. But like I would be like, "Why do I have to do this? Why do I have to do that?" Like, "Oh, why don't you do it?" I was so snotty. I don't know why my parents didn't disown me. But my brother played football, and I always thought that he got less chores to do because he was never home when me and my other little brothers did chores. And I always thought that my older brother didn't really have like as much as we had to do because he would have to do like the bathroom when he got home. And meanwhile, me and my brothers were like sweeping and doing bathroom and cleaning up rooms and doing dishes and laundry and stuff. So I was always like, this isn't fair and like this or that. And my dad, you know what he says to me? He's like, well, you're not at football all day working. And I was like, oh, first of all, him doing football was his choice, and just because he's doing football doesn't mean he has less chores to do. I had like 3 hamsters at the time, and they all had their own separate cages because they're Syrian hamsters and they can't live together. So they all had 3 like ginormous cages. I have to clean those cages, so I have hamsters, and I have to clean up after them. So shouldn't I have less chores because having pets was my choice? Doing football was his choice, and he had less chores because he had football. And that's the tea. But I got over it, it's fine. No. I just remembered. So that was me as a little kid. And then, literally, like 2 weeks ago, I went on a trip with my choir, and so I wasn't home to do, when they did chores, when my little brothers did chores. We had to bring these bags down to the road to get picked up, and he told me that I had to do more because I wasn't there. I was like, whoa, wait. Since when do you care about being fair? Do you know how many times I tried to do this, like, as a kid, and you would be like, oh, just do it, it doesn't matter, like, who cares? Explain that to me, somebody, because it's been grinding my gears. Literally my whole life, I would always be like, oh, this isn't fair, like, literally, my little brothers did it, and then he did it to me. But when I would talk about it, he never did it. That is tea. Also, there was this time my dad sent me to timeout when I was like 4, and I was eating a cookie, and he took the cookie from me when I went to timeout and threw it away. Didn't forget that. And I was sitting in timeout crying. Good times. Like, looking back at it, I just laugh at it. It's just funny to me. I don't even know if I have any more tea. That was quite a bit. Oh my gosh. And there's also this one time, I don't know how my parents didn't just slap me because I had such a bad mouth when I was little. I can see why my parents like yelled at me now, looking back. I remember there was this one night we made homemade pizza and I think my dad made it. And then I did something. So then I was like being sent to my room per usual for me. I was such a bad kid. I was being sent to my room when I was eating pizza. My dad is across from me at the table and I stand up and I go, fine, it wasn't even good anyways. And I go to my room. And I just remember my dad looking at me as I stood up and walked away. He was like, I was a horrible person. That's all the tea I'm gonna spill today because I don't want to be mean and I'm not gonna talk about like people badly and negatively like that because that's just like not what I want to do. That's mean and it's just gonna cause like problems. So that's why I just kind of made it like stupid stories about things that I did. Except the nurse. She can go suck an egg. It's not like she watches. That's it for this tea time video. Thanks for watching. Sorry I didn't post in forever. Just because I was sick. I was sick. I was. My tea is cold. I'm just kidding. I wasn't sick. I'm really sorry. I'm gonna really try to get it up every weekend. I'm hoping I can do that. But thanks for watching this video. I will see you guys next week. Thanks for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe because if you don't, I didn't say anything. Bye. 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 Goodbye. Bye.